Military families, they go through so much, and now one place in Metro Atlanta is fulfilling a promise to those who serve.
It is a supermarket in Marietta, but it's not your average supermarket.
A location outside of a base in cooperation with the Georgia Guard, right? And what we typically do is bring product anywhere from 300 to about 1,000 line items to a location like this and sell groceries at commissary prices to authorized patrons. Authorized patrons are active duty military, their family members, retired military members, and active Guard and Reserve members.
This facility is a piece of this community's support for our military men and women. Those in uniform, whether they're active duty or retired and their families, or they're retired veterans and their families. There is a need for this service. It was a service promised to our military families, and as a community, we feel strongly that we need to do our part to say thank you and to support our military.
The Military Family Support Center has been providing support for military families and those serving our country for the past year. Support Center has been selling food at reduced prices. In addition to selling food and household goods at a discount, the center provides other services, such as driver's licenses, healthcare referrals, and chiropractic services. With government funding, the Military Family Support Center will continue their support in the coming times. We celebrate the first anniversary of the Military Family Support Center and hope it is the first of many to come.
And that's why we're here today, just to give something back. Probably the most sacred promise we make to the men and women who serve this country are several things, but the ability to take advantage of the commissaries and the base exchanges and this type of thing. And unfortunately, too much of the political side of the equation, and I'm one of those, we've not stepped up to that promise. So here in Georgia, we're going to step up to this for the people in this community. Just take a look around. Look at the carts going in and out of this place.
I've been here probably 5 to 6 times. And, we got a lot of food and a lot of groceries and household goods for less.
As a longtime resident and native of Cobb County, and as a current service member, I felt like, one, this was a good way to give back to my community as a whole, but also a good way to give back to my fellow service members and veterans who've served before us. When people either commission or enlist in the military, they are doing so understanding that they are going to receive certain benefits, and the ability to use the commissary with the reduced prices for everyday soft goods and groceries, that's just one of those things that they expect to be able to do. When it's not available, then they're paying this, essentially the same full price that everybody else pays, which in and of itself doesn't sound so bad, but when you're a service member and you're not making as much as you would in the civilian sector, and you see so many service members whose families are on WIC or on food stamps, it kind of breaks your heart. You think this just shouldn't be happening.
This is one of those unequivocal promises that we made to the people who serve this country. Every one of those people inside this building today, whether it's a family member that was a hero or themselves, they were given that promise by our country.
I served 1 year in Korea, South Korea, and pretty good experience.
I spent 3 years in the Army, and I was in Korea. I spent the rest of the time, a total of 24 in the Navy.
It's not just about the retired pay, it's also about several of the benefits that allegedly come with retirement.
My son-in-law is a major in the Army, and he shops here, and I shop here with him every month.
But I appreciate what they are bringing in. It's better than us not getting any opportunity to shop at some other place.
On behalf of Major General Gerard, the Adjutant General of Georgia, and the 15,000 soldiers, airmen and women, civilians, and their families that make up the Georgia National Guard and the Georgia Department of Defense, I'd like to say a personal thank you to David for everything that you've done to make this happen and to continue to make it happen into the future. This is a tremendous benefit to service members, both active and retired, and we really appreciate the public-private partnership that has made this possible. All of the organizations, the businesses,
the community participants that have all come together. This is sort of the shining example across the 54 states and territories of how we can make things happen as a community to serve the needs of the military, both active, reserve, and retired members.